Okay, so we got this room here and we're prepping it and getting ready for painting. There's some stress cracks, there's some popped nails, there's some corner beads that have come loose, and we're going to show you how to prep and patch and prepare for painting. Okay, so to do a good job when you're prepping and repainting, a lot of places get these stress cracks like here, and it's usually on a gyprock joint. And it can be several things, the building shifting, settling a little bit, also lumber shrinkage. And some of the drywall shrinks as well, and you get these stress cracks. So we're going to show you here, very simple patch and repair. Usually in a joint like this. This is the bulkhead up at the ceiling, and you see corner bead cracked, and then a joint where it was taped. So you take your X-Acto knife, and the process really is a V. It's like a V notch. And you cut back, you cut the center out. And the idea and the trick here is anything that is loose has to come out. If it doesn't come out, it's just going to re-crack again very quickly. If you get everything back to solid base, and do the proper preparation, filling and taping, and possibly screwing, then the chances of it re-cracking are very, very slim. So Mike's done a lot of this. He used the X-Acto knife to cut the tape out. He's got a paint scraper here, and this does a great job for etching and pulling out the dried filler. And you use the corner of the paint scraper, and that makes a real nice V-notch. He rubs it over with his hand. Mike's done a lot of these, so he can tell just by the sound of things if there's any looseness in the gyprock or the corner bead. And at that point, okay, so we got solid meat here now. We got solid base here. You can hear the drill. Just below the surface of the drywall. And like Mike's doing there, you can do a perfect test, surface test, and you rub your putty knife or scraper over the face of the drywall. If it doesn't tick, it's fine. And that should be good for that seam. That seam should be good and solid now. Now we're going to tape that. And we just want a small band here this time. So where we got this bead out and screwed, we just want to put a thin layer across. And I got some of this fiber mesh patch tape, really, really nice handy stuff. And we just put a little bit of Durbond on first, and then embed the fiber tape. The trick is you just want to lightly wipe it out for the first couple of times, just nice and light. Try and get it as smooth as you can for the first coat. Usually to do a good patch like this and get it nice and smooth the way you like it for painting, it should take about 2 or 3 coats depending on how deep it is, how thick the recess is. Corner bead here is rounded. Just rub a little bond into the joint for the first coat, and we'll fill. Make sure the heads are below the surface, just barely below the surface. You don't want to sink the screws too deep because then they break through the face of the gyprock and they lose their integrity and they can't hold as much strength.
Two people working on it.
Okay, so our patching's all done. We got everything sanded and wiped down, dusted. And now we're going to we started cutting in. Dust them off a little bit. And now we're going to spot prime them. Anywhere where there's bare filler, you have to give it an extra coat of paint or it'll flash, called flashing. When you look down the wall, it'll show a flat spot. You just put a coat of paint over top of the filler, spray it out a little bit. And then dry roll it the other way. It's called feathering. Feather it out so you don't have laps in your paint. Okay, so our room's pretty much finished. That's how everything came out. There's our patches there, one over the door there, 2 patches over this door. This is our ceiling patch here.